Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Weekly Win. My name is Tim. I'm joined with my co-host, Ken.
Hello, everyone.
And today we're asking the most important question of all. Is all taxation theft? The answer may surprise you. Ken, what do you think?
Taxation is theft.
Perfect. End of short. Everyone go home. Have a great night.
All right, fantastic. We'll see you all next week.
Now, I think we can go a little bit deeper than that. So, Ken, what's your personal favorite tax? If you had to pick your favorite.
Yeah, my favorite way the government steals our money.
Yeah. It's like asking what's your favorite form of cancer.
Yeah, or my favorite form of torture. I certainly
Chinese water
preferred
torture, obviously.
the
Come on.
Chinese tickling torture. That one was very fun.
Waterboarding,
I'm
another
kidding.
another honorable mention.
The only tax that I even find like remotely honorable is maybe the sales tax. I
Okay.
really don't like a lot of the other taxes. I especially dislike the inheritance tax. Not because I'm super wealthy or anything, or because I'll become super wealthy or anything, but like, how are you going to tax the productivity of somebody's life who dies and hands that off as a gift to their next of kin? Like
Well,
that really?
it's simple. You bracket it, and then you pay someone a bunch of money to take money from other people. It's really simple
Sure,
how the system works.
I get how it works and I get how they do it, but like, what the really? What like
uh,
why?
so
That just
obviously,
doesn't make sense.
so we definitely don't like the inheritance tax. I assume that we can both agree on income tax being
Boo.
unconstitutional. Capital gains, nah. Toll tax, nah. What other taxes are there, Ken? Any others come to mind?
Oh my gosh, you got the gas tax, you got the tobacco tax. I'm sure there's an alcohol tax.
Okay. How about
Uh,
tariffs?
I don't actually think we were taught what tariffs are in
They're
school.
essentially a tax. So tariffs
Yes,
are
they're a tax on imports. We know what they
yeah,
are, but I don't think they taught us in the schools. Is
it's covered in like 8th grade.
going. No, it didn't teach me in where I went to eighth grade.
Well, yeah, but you went to the city schools, so
Ah, yeah, they failed us hardcore.
for
Yeah,
those
be
who
on the
don't
lookout
know,
for that short.
tariffs are essentially a tax that the government places on goods coming into the country. You might
Yeah,
have heard of this recently with Trump tariffs,
the trade
especially
war on China.
with electronics raising costs of computer components by up to 25% if they were manufactured in China.
Thanks, Trump.
Yeah. So, what do you think on those? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Whew. I know historically, many wars have been fought over tariffs, especially Americans. We have fought over tariffs, especially. I think that they're a good idea, but that's because I'm pro-America. You know, if I lived in Russia, I would say the same thing. I'd be pro-Russian. You know, yeah, we should have tariffs on all the shit we import. You know, it
Uh,
just makes sense economically for, our home nation to do that.
yes, it makes sense. However, I'm going to dissent in probably a non-standard fashion that you would expect. I think it's okay that things are manufactured elsewhere and then imported into the U.S. for the consumer buys. While yes, obviously there's countries like China, Taiwan that undercut the rest of the globe. If you consider something like, just because it comes to mind, the Prius, right?
Mm.
And it only comes to mind because I was recently watching how much Jeremy Clarkson hates the Prius,
Shout out Top Gear
and well, and Grand Tour, but especially
and
Top
Grand
Gear,
Tour.
OG Top Gear. But you think about like the nickel is mined in Canada, sent to the like Finland to be refined, and then sent to Japan to be put into cars and batteries and stuff, right? And then that's imported back to America, so that way rich pricks can talk about how better they are than you because they drive a Prius.
Oh yeah, using
So
all those earth minerals they got mined using those big, giant, heavy diesel machines.
yeah, so The problem is that when you start putting tariffs on things like that, you hurt the consumer because yes, while I hate the Prius and it is a net negative on fossil fuels. Like it'll always be worse to own one. Like it's a net negative to make. But to put a tariff on that because it wasn't manufactured in the US makes no sense. Now, yes, sure, maybe on like grain or something, right? Something that we produce a lot of in the United States. You could make an argument for it, but overall, I think tariffs are a net negative to the economy. It starts to stagnate it because consumers have to pay higher costs for things. At the end of the day, I'm still going to buy a GPU. It now just costs me 25% more.
Mm. Music to the industry's ears.
Well, yeah, except that doesn't go to the businesses, it goes to the government.
Ah, there's that screeching violin for them.
So that's the main issue is that it's like,
All right, well, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. What do you think about taxing the billionaires? We have to tax the billionaires.
well, we do because they own businesses, so they have a business tax. If you're Warren Buffett and you got rich on stocks, you have capital gains tax.
Isn't there a
There's
corporate tax if you own a business?
yeah, whatever it is, right?
Well, no,
What?
there's a separate business
Oh,
tax.
you're right.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
there is the corporate tax too. Well, you have to pay taxes on your employees. You have to pay benefits.
Yeah, the payroll tax.
Yeah, you have to pay people. Like, it's not exactly cheap to be rich. So in California, if I don't remember what the threshold is, but you can end up paying 107% of your income in taxes
Holy cow!
between all the taxes.
What? Oh
Yeah,
my
so
gosh.
so I think I'm going to summarize real quick and then we can keep debating. I think we kind of agree on everything being terrible except sales tax, and then we don't really agree entirely on tariffs. Does that seem fair?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of one of them America firsters, though. That's why I'm pro tariff. I want all the other outsiders to suffer our tax wrath.
Yeah.
I'm tired of us shouldering the burden. Excuse me.
Well, there's only so much we can produce in our country, which is why tariffs are, I think, a net negative. However, sales tax, I think, should be our primary form of taxation. And I'm not talking like 40% sales tax. I'm talking like 10, 50% sales tax with the government heavily rolled back.
Whew. Can't say that, because that means the government people get less money. We can't have that.
Correct.
You're starting to sound like Ronald Reagan. Roll back the government, freeze the spending. Be on the lookout for that one too. Could be coming sooner than you think.
Well, that was a fun conversation, Ken. I always enjoy when we don't agree entirely on things.
Remember, kids, not all taxes are theft, but a lot of them sure are.
Well, until the next time, I'm Tim. This has been my co host, Ken, and I hope you have a great day. God bless.